Well, people, Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, it's on. I said it's on. As I was preparing the last video, it was announced that these two gentlemen are going back to Pakistan. Man, they got some frequent flying miles, don't they? Straight up. It is Friday. Happy Friday, April 24th of 2026, 5:27 p.m. Let's say it together. Praise our Heavenly Father from whom all blessings flow. Lord, we love you. We thank you. And hey, you sent your only begotten Son to do things that we weren't able to do. Grace, are we saved, not of ourselves. We'll always remember that. And we appreciate the Holy Spirit that you sent as well. Now, Lord, as we travel another day down this path, don't forget to send your angels, because we await their call. So yes, the Rusum Tusum, Jared Kushner, and Steve Witkoff, they should be boarding that plane. I think it's the 11-hour flight. They better get to skedaddling right away. And they say that the Secretary of State and VP, Mr. VP, Mr. JD, are on standby in case they have some progress. Sorry, honey, I can't finish my dinner. I got a call. Air Force 2, let's kick it. Usha gonna be like, man, you better sit that down somewhere. Look, y'all know the ladies run the house. You know what I'm talking about. Put in the chat. That's their domain. Brother gonna sit down and finish that meal, ain't he? JD ain't going nowhere till his wife say it's all right. But look here, people. This decode, I received a little pop-up came up also from Mark Allison, and that was right on time. Shout out to Mark. I will put it in the description, and I will email him. He showed something on a video. Y'all know I refer to Mark every now and then. So Mark Allison 88. Oh yeah, you're gonna hear from me today, because I believe the powers are really speaking. That you talking about time being short. If I didn't know any better, something could be jumping off this week, but I don't know. I don't know. But I'm gonna show you. Michael Jackson. Let me show you the way to go. Yeah, Mike in the house. So let's get into this thing, because the press secretary, this is her last outing today. And I threw her in the mix too. Yeah, here come the ambulance. On with the show. Caroline Levitt. This was her last debut. Well, her last, they call it her last gaggle. Because she about to have that baby. I didn't think about that. That's symbolic. Yeah, as above, so below. Somebody's birthed and somebody leaves. Just a thought. So let me get into this thing. I want you guys to see this here. I got so many surprises in this thing. U.S.-Iran war, Americans travel back to Pakistan. Pakistan is the place, right?
As President Trump is set to depart soon, he's expected to be heading to Florida. But the biggest news that we're still following today has to do with the conflict there in the Middle East. We do know this. We have this tweet from Lucas Tomlinson there with Fox News saying Caroline Levitt tells several reporters at Fox that Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner are expected to depart tomorrow for Pakistan to resume negotiations with an Iranian delegation. And so this is the latest information that's coming to us as this conflict there in the Middle East continues on. But President Trump is sending Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and son-in-law Jared Kushner to Pakistan for talks with Iran's foreign minister. Vice President JD Vance is not currently planning to attend, but he is expected to be on standby to travel to Islamabad if those negotiations progress. An Iranian delegation also did arrive there in Pakistan today, according to our partners there at Reuters. But to talk a little bit more about these latest updates, I'd like to bring into the conversation Will Todman. He's a senior fellow with the Center for Strategic and International Studies. Will, thanks so much for being with us here on Live Now from Fox.
Hi, I'm JT, and I'm a Result Hunter, the search engine for conservatives.
We're going to definitely take this commercial out. Okay, let's kick it.
Thanks so much for having me.
Obviously, big news to hear that President Trump is going to be sending these two envoys there to the Middle East to have those conversations about peace with Iran. Can you tell us a little bit more about how they landed in a situation where they're now able to continue those peace talks?
Yes, well, I think discussions have probably continued with the Pakistani mediators since the last round of talks broke down in Islamabad. Those were the ones that Vice President J.D. Vance attended. They lasted for 21 hours, and then the Vice President left saying that they'd failed to make a deal. Now, lots of people watching this never really expected a deal to be made in just one round of negotiations, given the complexity of the issues at stake here. So I think in the week since, there have been ongoing discussions, probably trying to find areas of common ground and seeing if there is reason to bring both delegations back again together. But it's interesting to see who is going to be taking part in these talks this time.
Will they get it done? Will they get it done? You know, I didn't like this word that was used, that they're going to depart there. I don't like that word. They're going to depart. Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner are going to depart for Pakistan. I don't think I'm feeling that word. And if I'm not mistaken, he's got on the black and white, and she's got on the red and black. And if you notice that she was talking, she got them hands going. Yeah, I talk ghetto from time to time. Watch this. Watch her hands. Watch. See that? See the hand? See the pyramid? Maybe that's just coincidence, Pearson. That's a pretty girl, though, right? Pretty girl. Red and black. He got on black and white. You'll see why I'm pointing that out. Just hold tight. Because Caroline Levitt, that's what she got on. Hello, darling. She got on black and white. Her last press conference until after she had that baby. But I do believe she'll be at the correspondence dinner tomorrow, and Trump's going to speak. If I can do that live tomorrow, we will be live tomorrow carrying that. That's right. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Well, look, as you know, and I spoke about it earlier this week, the president was flexible in granting an extension of the ceasefire throughout this time. The president has decided to dispatch Special Envoy Witkoff and Jared Kushner back to Islamabad. The Iranians want to talk. They want to talk in person, and so the president is, as I've said many, many times to all of you, always willing to give diplomacy a chance. So Steve and Jared will be heading to Pakistan tomorrow to hear the Iranians out. We hope progress will be made, and we hope that positive developments will come from this meeting, and we will see. And the president, the vice president, the secretary of state will be waiting here in the United States for updates, and the vice president, I understand, is on standby and will be willing to dispatch to Pakistan if we feel it's a necessary use of his time. Go ahead, Kristen.
So there you go. There you go. Like I said, she rocking that black and white. Let me see if I can get a picture so you guys can see it. Oh, here it is here. I have it. I have a small one that shows it. Maybe after this commercial we can run that as well. But yeah, she's got on the black and white. And I believe she's speaking. I believe she's speaking without speaking. She started walking down with that black and white. That belly is big. That belly is big. There she is. She got on black and white. What y'all think? Put in the comment section. Y'all think she's speaking? I think she's speaking because she wore them roses 3 out of the last 6 times that I caught her. And hey, now check it out. Black and white. Black and white come out to 50-50. Black and white. 50-50. Look at that. Just by itself, 50-50. In 2 different ciphers. It also come out to 76. America was founded July 4th, 1776. 50-50. Is she speaking in her clothes? She just might be. Here's her birthday, August 24th, 1977. Why is that important? Well, coincidental, on August 24th, that is the day that Britain burned the White House. Yes. And the president had to flee. August 24th is the day that Britain burned the White House. It was revenge because America hit Toronto, Canada back in the day. I run that video every now and then. So yeah, and so much going on with the fires, between one at a cathedral in Queens, New York, where Trump was born, and also a bus exploding or catching fire under a tunnel yesterday in Washington, D.C. People, the birth pains are real, ain't they? They're real. And it's something that she's pregnant and about to deliver. I wonder if something else is about to deliver. This makes you think. Now, Caroline Leavitt was announced. Caroline was announced to have her position November 15th of 2024. Okay, now check this out. November 15th, 2024. Today, well, tomorrow, why are you doing it today? Yeah, today. August 24th is today, 2026. She announced her last press conference. The difference is 75 weeks. So from the time she was appointed till today is 75 weeks on the button. The 75th day of the year is 3/16. 3/16. John 3:16 talks about Christ sacrificing. A sacrifice is coming, people. I got to look at the numbers, babe. Got to look at the numbers. Now check this out. Gerard Kushner, that's his birthday. He's probably in a plane right now. And I told y'all, the business end, that's Trump. They want that beachside property, hotels, and take that real estate and make it real nice. I believe that's part of the plan. Is that part of the negotiation? I don't know. His birthday, January 10th. Check this out. Boy, fly on the wall right about now. January 10th, 1981, his birthday. April 25th, tomorrow he should be there in Pakistan. 45 years and 322. Trump is 45, coincidence. 322 is Skull and Bones. And also, you have 316 came up, 316, sacrifice. Now, his sidekick that will be with him is Steve Witkoff. Steve Witkoff's birthday is 3/15. 3/15. Now check this out, 3/15. We have 3/15, 1957, Steve Witkoff's birthday. He's going to be there negotiating in Pakistan. April 25th is tomorrow. The difference is 69 and 41. There's that 41 again. 41 like April Fools. That's been coming up all December, probably my 8th video with the 4-1, okay? If they do something, they're fooling us because it's all manufactured, these stories, on both sides of the river, on both sides of the ocean. I believe the power's got somebody on that side orchestrating how they're going to deal with America and vice versa. 4-1 is April Fool. They're fooling us all because the goal is the one world system, baby, by hook or crook, and the one world religion. Now check this out. This is what I saw today. They said Trump is about to depart. And I've never seen this in all my years. They have these vehicles right at the White House. Okay? Now, I don't know if you can see it, But the first one is 001357. That's what the first one is. The second one is 131,400. It's hard to see, 131,400. Gotta take my word for it. When you add up both license plate, all the numbers across, it comes out to 25. 25. Now, why is that important? You know, last month alone, I had Trump by himself solo, and I read, these are vehicles that, of course, the White House uses. Trump was walking past one of these vehicles about a week and a half ago, and I decoded that license plate. Trump and Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State, they were walking together out of the White House, and they passed one of these vehicles, and I decoded that license plate too. I've been doing this all of my life. Now check this out. I said it adds up to 25, right? Look at this. 25 is a date. Take 2026 from today, April 24th, 2026. The difference is 79. Trump is 79 years old. The story, baby, they tell stories when they do stuff. They do peculiar stuff. Look at it. See, they got us just sitting there. Look. See? It's just sitting there. Then they go back to it gradually. Any part of the video, they keep going back to it. See them? See him? See him? See him there? All you gotta do is just go down a little bit. Trump's walking in or whatever he was doing. And then boom, there's the cars. And I just happened to catch the license plate. It come out to Trump's number, 79. Now look at this here. What else we got? They're going to Pakistan tomorrow, or right now they're leaving. Pakistan's birthday is August 14th, 1947. August 14th, 1947. Now, August 14th, let's take that. August 14th, right here, 1947, Pakistan became a country. August 25th, tomorrow, they'll be there. The difference is 78 years and 814. You mean to tell me that Pakistan's birthday is the same as the meeting date, 814, 78 years later? I don't know what it means, but that's what it came out to. Now look at this here. 814 is also the date in history where Japan did the unconditional surrender. See that? In 814, back in the day, 1945. Hiroshima, Nagasaki bombs, boom, boom. And with that, Iran was asked by Trump to do an unconditional surrender, just like Japan. And that happened in 814. Are these coincidences? Now look at this here. This is from Mark Allison. I will put this in the description. Mark Allison. Every now and then I use his stuff. Mark Allison ran this video. I want you to notice something. Check it out. Listen to Mark right quick.
It's on my community book page. And it's not just one thing. There's other things that I'm going to bring to your attention. As you can see, I thought this was strange. This setup right here. He's got his head down. The Reaper, the Grim Reaper, as I always call him, Kathy always calls him. As you can see, it's right here. They got their head down. Abraham Lincoln, he's got his head down. Now.
So look, everybody's got their head down. That's Marco Rubio, Secretary of State. J.D. Vance, Vice President. Head down, Lincoln's head is down. Trump is in between the Secretary of State and J.D. Vance, okay? Now, I decoded that because their hands are in a Masonic position. Look at JD's hands. I believe all of their hands are in a Masonic pose, hand over hand. Those of you all who know, you know, Masonic, Masons, look. Now, check this out. I want to show you something here. Joe Biden and his wife had a nutcracker extravaganza back in the day. I've shown that video every now and then. December 13th, 2023, they had a nutcracker thing for Christmas. December 13, 2023, the Nutcracker theme and display at the White House. Tomorrow is April 25th, 2026. The difference is 2 years ago and 4/15. What is 4/15? That's the day that Abraham Lincoln died. Abraham Lincoln died 4/15. He took his last breath at 7/22. Now, what do I mean by the Nutcracker theme? This is it right here. And this guy here is posing. And there's Abraham Lincoln on the wall. Now, let me explain to you what happens. They're going to wiggle their hips. To me, it's like a bullet. When they wiggle their hips, when they dance, then this person catches it. Their arms are out like that, and it's right above Lincoln. Lincoln is speaking. I'll show you. I'll show you how it goes. Hips, shot. And once he's shot, you see Lincoln up there. That's why I took the date. I took the date of that incident when that Christmas thing came out. December 13th, 2023, from tomorrow. It comes out to 2 years ago they came out with that, and 4/15. 4/15, Lincoln died. Is that coincidence? Now, what else do we have? Marco Rubio is standing on the other side of Trump. His birthday is May 28th, 71. Watch this. And here's J.D. Vance, his birthday, August 2nd. We're going to put both of these together. Marco Rubio's birthday, May 28th. I put 84 to match this. J.D. Vance's birthday, literal August 2nd, 1984, same year. The difference is 25. J.D. Vance's birthday and Marco Rubio's birthday are exactly 2 months and 5 days apart. Same year, 1984. What is 25? What is 25? The license plates come out to 25. Woo! Remember that? Remember that? You got to go back and look at it. I told you it was 25 because what I did, I then took 25 February 5th of 2026, 25 February 5th from today, April 24th, and it gave me 79. And Trump is 79 years old. Is something about to happen or is this all coincidence? Now, what else we got? I'm going to end it with this. This is going to be a mind blower. I revealed this on my last channel and this channel. The day that JFK died on November 22nd, 1963, this is his license plate. GG300. G is the seventh letter of the alphabet. G is 7. So 7, 7, and 3 is 17. Okay, 17. Remember that number. I'm going to show you this. 17. January 7th is 17 for 2026. 25, like on the other license plate I showed you, 25, 2026. That was the combined number, 25. Once January 7th from February 5th gives you 4-1. There's your April Fools again. Now, where am I getting this from? Here's a video that I did. I did several videos. On January 7th, they had a shooting in Minnesota. I told y'all it was fake. I'm gonna show you. I did this 3 months ago. Watch this breakdown. I'll put this in the description. Watch this breakdown. JFK in the motorcade.
The scene for the final time and ask yourself, is this the kind of conduct you would expect from an agency that routinely sends an advance team to a city a month or more prior
See his license
to
plate.
arrival in order to make preparations? Now ask yourself, because
I remember I told you earlier, they redid this thing. See? And the grassy knoll, You gotta read about the grassy knoll. Now, It's the 17 or 17. Boom. What do I mean? This girl in Minnesota, who they said, this girl was killed on January 7th of this year, 2026, right? It was January 7th, 17. 17. 10 months ago, I did this video. 10 months ago. Look. 10 months ago, I did this video. Look. Look. What limousine JFK route. I did this 10 months ago.
When you list on apartments.com, renters will start coming.
We'll omit all this in the edit. Watch what I said in relation to just what happened this week. Listen. It's gonna blow your mind. You see this here? This is the license plate of the limo of JFK. GG3. GG3. Now you know I teach the numerical system. A is 1, B is 2, 3 is C. G is the seventh letter of the alphabet. Now watch this. That's really 773, right? So that makes 17. Now you want to know? That makes 17. I told you they got a time machine to do future past. The girl just got killed on January 7th, 17. JFK's license plate, when he got killed, the license plate of the limo adds up to 17. GG3, 17. The girl was killed on January 7th, 17. I did this 10 months ago, but listen, watch this. So they told us ahead of time, in my humble opinion. You look at the license plate of the two vans in front of the White House, subtracted from the limo, which was a Continental, a Lincoln Continental. Listen to what I'm saying. It was a Lincoln Continental that JFK was in. I just showed you a video on Abraham Lincoln, to me being shot. Abraham Lincoln was on the desk at the Oval Office with his head down. I think that's setting a climate for something about to happen. So when you look at the license plates that was in front of the two vehicles with the license plates, added up to 25 in front of the White House versus JFK's limo, that number came out to 17. I took the two. January 7th, 17, February 5th, 25, gives you 4-1. They about to fool us. April 1st, April Fools. They want to cause chaos. When they take Trump out, it's going to be fake. He going to play golf. He done ruining the country. Thank you, Mark, for information. I believe definitely this picture speaking. It's speaking. God bless you guys. We'll talk soon.